Vados, what the hell?
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, that way you never miss a video. Did you hate how Caulifla turns into a Super Saiyan in the Dragon Ball Super anime? Yeah? Me too. And it seems like J Hart also had an issue with it on Twitter because he has created a completely new story for the Saiyans and how Caulifla turns into a Super Saiyan. You guys may remember J Hart's from his previous rewrite of the Universe 6 Saiyans backstory, where Paragus is actually the king of planet Sadala and Kale is his daughter. Well, this manga actually comes from that storyline, that rewrite, where it's an alternate version of Universe 6 Saiyans and their history. So that is the direction that this manga is going to go, and it has a completely different story to tell when it comes to Caulifla finally transforming into the legendary Super Saiyan. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We begin the story with Caulifla recounting their version of the Super Saiyan legend for planet Sadala in Universe 6, and it is actually quite similar, if not almost the exact same as the tale for Universe 7. And Cabba is telling Caulifla all about his experiences during the Universe 6 tournament, and now they are preparing for the Tournament of Power, and Champa wants himself some Super Saiyans, so that is the reason that Cabba has taken both of these out into the wilderness to train them to become the next Super Saiyan. Even though Cabba promised King Paragus that he's going to do everything in his power to keep Kale safe, he still knows that they are the best shot that they have for winning the Tournament of Power for Universe 6, and that is the reason that he is going out into the wilderness and training them, because they are the strongest ones on the planet, the strongest Saiyans besides himself. And Caulifla gets a little flirty here. She says, "Oh, trying to butter me up, Boy Scout? At least buy me a drink first." And you know, Cabba is Cabba, but Caulifla tells him straight up that, you know, you're not my type, even though you're kind of cute, which gets a really strong glare from Kale. Even though Caulifla is saying that Cabba's not her type, in this story it seems that Caulifla may have a little thing for the Boy Scout. Cabba explains the training. Basically, they're going to fight non-stop until they both drop dead, and then they're going to keep fighting some more, pushing their limit, healing themselves up, and getting stronger every time. He is quite literally trying to bridge the gap between the Universe 6 Saiyans and the Universe 7 Saiyans, and he only has a little bit of time to do so. Also, it does look like Cabba's been hitting the gym a little bit, and that's good for him. And Caulifla is 100% on board with this, but Cabba says, "I'm gonna have to come at you with everything I got, so be prepared," and he transforms into a Super Saiyan right before their eyes for the first time. He attacks Caulifla with 100% of his energy, and surprisingly, in base form, Caulifla is able to slap it away at the last second, but Cabba keeps coming back for more, attacking with a flurry of fists, striking Caulifla several times until she goes into the side of a mountain. Flying in there at full speed, she is out of the fight for right now. But even after all that, after Cabba has attacked her with all he had, she still gets back up, has enough ki to get back up, even though she's badly damaged, and she is still ready to go for round 2. And attacks Cabba, trying to hit him in the face, but Cabba does the after image, coming right behind her, and Caulifla, again an expert martial artist, realizes that he's sneaking up behind her and ends up landing a kick square in the jaw, and that is something that should be praised, and that's something that these Caulifla mangas seem to have in common, that they definitely showcase the fact that Caulifla is an expert fighter, similar to Goku. Even though she is not a professional like Cabba, like professional soldier, she is still a great fighter, just like her Universe 7 contemporary. So it definitely does me good to see this sort of action and keeping this sort of faithfulness to this character. They go blow for blow, with Caulifla and Cabba both being able to keep up with each other, which is crazy because, you know, one of them is a Super Saiyan, the other one is just base form, and then Caulifla lands another punch, but this time she leaves herself wide open for the coup de grace, and Cabba punches her right in the stomach, knocking her completely out. But luckily for them, Vados had given Cabba a cream that you can put it on your wounds and it'll heal you to 100% your entire body instantly. So that is a really good addition to their training, because that is the point of their training. They're supposed to be fighting till death to get back and become stronger. So glad that she gave them that. But as the fighting continues, it goes on until the night where they need to rest and crash. Now, up to this point, I didn't realize that Kale hasn't been fighting. She hasn't been training with Cabba. And I think Cabba is waiting to just get Caulifla over that threshold, because maybe then it'll be easier for Kale. But Caulifla says, come on, you should train both of us. And then she says, again, another one leaning into the fact that I think she is attracted to Cabba. What do you think, Boy Scout? Think you could handle both of us at the same time? While Kale blushes and Cabba he doesn't have words for this. And that is when the night continues, and Caulifla is asking Cabba exactly what happened, what were the emotions, what is everything behind when he turned into a Super Saiyan. And Cabba tells her that it's essentially all connected to pain. And he explains that he was fighting Vegeta, and Vegeta ended up completely destroying him at every turn. He was nowhere near strong enough to fight Vegeta. And when it seemed like Vegeta was going to completely kill him, Vegeta ended up threatening Planet Sadala at that moment. And he only was thinking about, at that moment, Planet Sadala, its people, everything that he has fought for the planet, everything that he has gone through, all the experiences, his home. But there was also one thing that he was thinking about as well, and that's something brand new that we've never seen before. And it makes sense as to, with Caulifla hitting on him all the time, that Cabba would realistically not be engaging into that. He would be, blushing and looking away, because Cabba states that he has a girlfriend. And Caulifla can't believe it. She's like, wait, you have a girlfriend? And Cabba's a little, taken aback, like, how is that so difficult to believe? But Caulifla is asking so many questions, but Cabba is trying to get on with the story. Caulifla lets him. But basically, he met this girl in the Saiyan Academy, and he just has the best words to say about her, that she's strong but kind, proud but caring, and smarter than all hell, with a snarky personality to match, which Caulifla says she's got you wrapped around her little finger, and Cabba, agrees with her. She does, which is, it's good to have. And right before Cabba went to the Universe 6 tournament, she made him promise that he would come back to her, and that is what Cabba did. He made a promise, and at that moment, not only was he thinking about the planet, everybody on it, and the history that he's got on it, he's also thinking about his girlfriend, his one true love, and that is what pushed him over the edge and pushed him into becoming a Super Saiyan for the first time, which I like this. I like that they added this little layer, adding on to the background of who Cabba is, because if you take it from me, Vegeta pushing Cabba into a Super Saiyan in the tournament, it felt a little bit like obvious and a little bit rushed. It didn't feel like it was, written very thoroughly. It just was, you get sad, boom. Although that is preferable to the way that Caulifla became a Super Saiyan. So I like that they went this direction, and definitely is a good change up in this manga. Cabba makes it clear that you need a trigger, something that you're willing to protect, and that needs to be in harm's way for you to become a Super Saiyan, which is the best thing that you could have told anybody, especially Caulifla, on how to become a Super Saiyan. There's no tingly feeling here. And Caulifla explains that she's actually a freedom fighter. She takes care of orphans and homeless people, runaways, and she ends up getting resources for them because the king has abandoned them. That is what she does. That is her goal, because she used to be one of those people. And so Cabba's like, that could be your trigger. You wanted to help them, that can help you transform. And she doesn't believe that it can, that really she couldn't care about somebody that much, that intently, that it would push her to transform. And that is where we're going to leave the fan manga today, because we have chapter 2, or the final chapter, in tomorrow's video. Make sure to be here 6 p.m. Eastern US time. Be here to find out exactly how Caulifla turns into a Super Saiyan and what are the results of her turning into a Super Saiyan. And if you made it to this point of the video, you are now part of the hashtag End a Video Squad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured on my next video. Today, I'm going to be responding to Rojana Pechu, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for your comment. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.